My lakefront ranch is my pride and joy. 30 acres of open land, a private dock, and the kind of peace and quiet you can't buy in a subdivision, which, of course, drove HOA Karen insane. She hated that my land wasn't under HOA control. No fees, no rules, just me, my family, and the lake. And every time she drove by, she'd hiss, "We'll bring your property into compliance sooner or later." I thought it was just empty threats, until the night they came. It was just past midnight when my motion lights snapped on. I looked out the window and saw 3 figures in black uniforms marked HOA security creeping across my pasture. One carried a bolt cutter, another had a baton, and the third had a clipboard tucked under his arm like it was a weapon. I slipped on my boots and walked out the back door, my heavy oak staff in hand. I'd built that staff myself, from the wood of a storm-felled tree, and it had weight. "Evening, gentlemen," I called out. They froze. One stammered, "We're here on HOA business. Your dock violates shoreline bylaws. We're dismantling it tonight." I laughed. "Funny. This land isn't part of your HOA." The leader sneered. "It is now. Step aside, or we'll remove you for trespassing on your own property." That's when the one with the baton lunged. He swung, sloppy and wide. I sidestepped and brought the oak staff down across his shin. Crack. He howled, dropping the baton and collapsing in the grass. The second came at me with bolt cutters raised like a club. I swept his legs. Another crack. He hit the ground, writhing. The last one, the clipboard carrier, froze. He looked at his fallen friends, then at me, then tried to bolt for the fence. But adrenaline makes you clumsy. His foot caught on a root and he went down hard. I didn't even need to touch him. Within minutes, they were all crawling, groaning, and begging. "Please." We were just following orders. I called the sheriff. When deputies arrived, they took one look at the security team, sprawled in my pasture, and burst out laughing. "Karen send you boys?" the sheriff asked, shaking his head. "You know this ain't HOA land, right?" The clipboard carrier muttered something about expansion bylaws. The sheriff wasn't amused. "Expansion? That's called trespassing and attempted vandalism. You're lucky he didn't do worse." Karen showed up minutes later, shrieking from the roadside. "This is an abuse of power. HOA rules." The sheriff cut her off. "Karen, shut it. These men are leaving in ambulances tonight, and you'll be explaining to the judge why you ordered them here." The neighborhood grapevine lit up the next day. Videos of the wannabe enforcers being loaded into stretchers spread like wildfire. Memes of Karen's shin-shattered security squad flooded the HOA chat. And my dock? Still standing, strong as ever, because Karen thought her security team could take my lakefront ranch. Instead, they limped away, crawling in the dirt, shins shattered by a rancher who doesn't play games.